Down on Canada's east coast, where nature's symphony sounds in the roll of the breakers and the rustle of wind through timber, are the seaside playgrounds of Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. Here, modern travelways thread through lands in which the footprints of history lie deeply embedded. From fishing villages along the coast, men still go down to the sea in ships. Downeasterners to fish for food, visitors for thrilling sport. It's easy to get to, just far enough away to be different, just near enough to be accessible. Here the Canadien Pacifique operates the Algonquin, Digby Pines, Lakeside Inn, and the Cornwallis Inn. The mingling of old and new gives this Atlantic coastal playground its unique charm. Nowhere does the echo of the past ring clearer. Halifax, way stop for Wolfe on his journey to fame at Quebec. Supply port for the southern blockade runners in the Civil War. Harbor which in two world conflicts was the western anchor of the lifeline to Britain. Nova Scotia is the site of many first things in Canada. Halifax is a modern site too, with its famous public gardens. Attractive homes. And the up-to-date Lord Nelson Hotel. It's a friendly country too. People are hospitable, and it's a place to enjoy past and present. Strange sight on a modern highway, yet even today, oxen are sometimes seen by passing visitors. In this century-old house at Windsor, Judge Halliburton, author of Sam Slick the Clockmaker, set a fashion in American humor. Today, as then, Windsor on the Bay of Fundy is noted for the highest tides in the world. The daily 60-foot rise and fall is well worth seeing. The Acadians, famed in Longfellow's Evangeline, built dikes to reclaim this wonderful grazing land from its slow battle with the sea. No spot in Canada is more steeped in historical romance than the land of Evangeline. The beauty of Longfellow's poem is matched only by the beauty of the country, served by the Dominion Atlantic Railway. It's at its best in apple blossom time. Every year at Kentville, an apple blossom festival is held, and the blossom queen for the year is chosen. You will find the Cornwallis at Kentville an ideal place to stop, for here is the heart of the orchard-decked Annapolis Valley. Close by, mighty Cape Blomidon broods over the surging tides of Minas Basin and the Valley of Memories. The first permanent white settlement in North America was founded at Annapolis Royal in 1604. This old fort is a monument to the colorful past, and officers' quarters have become a museum with many relics of romantic old Acadia. Nearby is a replica of the habitation, first residence of Samuel de Champlain, noted French colonizer. Here he organized America's first social club, the Order of the Good Time, devoted to sociability and the joys of the table, two things for which Nova Scotia and New Brunswick are noted to this day. But there's more than past history to entice the visitor. There's the hiss of water along the sloping keel of a trim-built sailboat, the quaint, quiet charm of Digby, the race of tides through Digby Gut, leisured summer hotel life at the Digby Pines, swimming in a sheltered, warmed seawater pool, golf on seaside fairways, riding, tennis, and for quiet family holidays, amid the gaiety of hotel life, there is the Pines Cottage Colony. The Digby Pines is the logical starting place for camping trips into the interior or for fishing. On the way from Digby to Yarmouth, let's stop to land a fish. A little one to hear a Nova Scotian tell it, 500 pounds of fighting tuna. Yarmouth, gateway for visitors from the United States, terminus for steamers from Boston and New York, home of Lakeside Inn, cozy Old English type hotel commanding Milo Lake, noted for freshwater sailing and swimming, yet only minutes from the sea. To a sea-girt people, the sweetest way is by water. So from Digby Wharf, we leave Nova Scotia for New Brunswick across the Bay of Fundy. Our ship, the trim, speedy Princess Helene. Out through Digby Gut, the Princess Helene, loaded with happy holiday makers and their cars, points her graceful nose for St. John. St. John is the oldest incorporated city in Canada, the industrial center of New Brunswick, the eastern terminus of the Canadien Pacifique's transcontinental rail line, and winter port for its ocean fleet. Here, the United Empire Loyalists landed in 1783 to lay the foundation of the present city. Here, too, is the world-famous Reversing Falls at the mouth of the St. John River. At low tide, a roaring torrent rushing down to open sea. At high tide, an impassable and treacherous backflow, forcing the waters uphill. A short rail journey, starting at the Union Station, covers the scenic St. John River Valley route to Fredericton, the capital, jumping off place for fishermen and hunters. There can be no happier ending to your seaside holiday than a stay at the Algonquin, St. Andrews by the Sea, just across the border from Maine. Here is gracious living at its best. There's also swimming to music on your private beach. An invigorating seaside sport enjoyed by old and young alike. A shining sea for sailing. And there's a real Scottish atmosphere on St. Andrew's 2 Ocean View golf courses. perfume of sea air, the palate-tempting magic of seafoods, and the luxurious surroundings give a new flavor to vacation life down by the sea.